Alright, today I'm making a smash burger for my family. I'm starting off with bacon. I'm preheating my oven to 400 after I've lined my baking pan with aluminum foil and laid out my bacon slices. And I'm going to put it right directly in as it preheats. And you're going to bake this anywhere from 18 to about 25 minutes depending on the crispiness that you want and how thick your bacon is. Here are some ingredients I'm using: some butter, some garlic, some red onions and white onions. Red onions are for the top as topping for the burgers, and then white onions for the grilled. Taking my cast iron, I'm going to go ahead and turn this to a medium heat, and I'm going to prepare my burgers. Now I like to add some seasoning and flavor, but this is the prime burger. So I'm just going to season this up. All right, for my burgers, I'm just going to use some Worcestershire sauce. All right. Some homemade adobo. And a little bit of this Dash Southwest Chipotle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash it down in the pan. So as this is cooking, I'm going to lay some of these white onions down first. And then I'm going to smash my burger into it. But I'm going to make sure this is nice and coated on both sides. All right, this is what it looks like about 18 minutes. So I'm going to let it go for another 3 minutes because I like my bacon crispy. All right, starting the smash burgers, I went ahead and seasoned up all my meat. And then what I'm going to do is I put a little avocado oil, which is a high heat oil, on this onion. Getting that nice and hot. And then I'm going to press my meat on top of the onion. Look at those. Beautiful. Okay, I went ahead and flipped it, and now I'm going to take one of these beautiful patties, and I'm just going to press it down on top. Like that. And we are going to use our and flatten that down. We're going to cook it for about 2 minutes. All right, I went ahead and flipped it over, and I'm going to cook this other side for about 2 minutes. It did kind of stick. Don't do what I do, kind of just use some parchment paper whenever you go to flatten the hamburger. Just a side note. Okay, bacon has been in. I went ahead and turned off the heat, and I'm just going to leave it in there until my sandwiches are ready. All right, I'm going to try giving it a go with 2 at a time. See how this goes. Just side note, I did add some fresh avocado oil before I put the onions down. Okay, again, after I flip the onions, I go ahead and put the meat patties down and press them. All right, that was a great press. And I did use the parchment paper, and that helped out a lot. So I just took the parchment paper, put it down, and then put this over it and pressed down, and it does too perfectly. So we're gonna let these cook for about 2 minutes. So I went ahead and flipped those. They're looking beautiful, and I'm gonna give these about 2 to 3 minutes on this side. When I first flip them, I like to kind of take the juices and make sure it goes around in the pan to make sure it's cooking all the way around. I'll show you one. So here is my onions. I just flipped them. I'm going to go ahead and put this beautiful thing down. I'm going to take my parchment paper and then press. Just like that. Look at how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. And then we're going to let it cook again 2 to 3 minutes on one side and then 2 to 3 minutes on the other, and it comes out perfect. Look at that beautiful flip. All right, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and chopped or muddled some fresh garlic, and then I took like a half a stick to a stick of butter, melted it for 30 seconds in the microwave, and then added a little adobo, gave it a stir, and let this sit. Now I'm going to toast my buns in the hamburger dish. Spoonful of that. Get my beautiful buns.